The Interreligious and International Federation for World Peace, or the IIFWP, was founded with the hope of building a world in which peoples, cultures, races, religions, and nationalities could live together in harmony, mutual respect, cooperation, and universal prosperity. The mission of the IIFWP is to work cooperatively with individuals and global institutions to create world peace. The IIFWP works in primarily 4 program areas: good governance, human development, UN relations, and peace initiatives. The future of global governance is a necessary convergence of both religious and governmental cooperation. The IIFWP holds international summits and one-day seminars regularly to help facilitate this process. We bring together religious leaders, politicians, educators, academicians, and media representatives in conferences around the world. IIFWP works collaboratively with educators and community leaders throughout the world to promote education of the heart, head, and hands. At this critical time in history, there is a need for serious examination of the existing institutions and practices of global governance. From its inception in 1999, the IIFWP has been advocating the establishment of an interreligious council within the United Nations system. This is a challenging, exciting, and necessary venture for the United Nations. We need to create a balance between realistic and idealistic approaches, neither naive nor afraid to dream. Peace is envisioned not as a fragile absence of war, but as a harmonious human family with respectful and loving relationship among all its members. One such project is the Middle East Peace Initiative.
We've had about 14 or 15 pilgrimages, what have been called pilgrimages, to the Middle East as part of our effort. And these have included groups of religious leaders from America. They've included former heads of state from Latin America and the Caribbean, parliamentarians from Oceania, religious leaders engaged in and concerned with peace in the Middle East from Europe, Russia, China, etc., from all of these different areas. They're able to visit the Christian sites, the Muslim sites, the Jewish sites, and to experience those journeys in their minds and their hearts together alongside other people of other faiths is a very important experience. Muslim, Christian, Jew do stand together. They walk together, calling for peace, speaking to the people on the old roads in the cities, the old city of Jerusalem, speaking to the imams in the Al-Aqsa Mosque and at the Dome of the Rock, speaking to people in Gaza and at Ramallah, encouraging them to take a nonviolent path. Really, the hard issues are the things which will enable individuals to make the hard decisions when they need to. And they're the decisions that will make a difference in the peace process. The decisions that choose not to retaliate even when violence is deep and terrible violence has been done, not to perpetuate these types of situations. They are the hard issues. To be able to give of themselves for the other, even when the other is being the worst enemy and violent and killing. They are very deeply difficult things to ask of people, but that's what religion traditionally asks, and we believe that these are some of the things that it will take to deal with this very complex, very historical problem of the Middle East.
Among the many projects of the IIFWP currently underway are the Religious Youth Service, the International Peace Sports Festival, the Voices of Peace Network, and the Interreligious and International Peace Council. Since 1985, the Religious Youth Service, or RYS, has provided more than 120 communities in 43 nations with a model of peace building through its interreligious service programs. The RYS model of service includes living together as a religiously and culturally diverse community dedicated to the basic spiritual principle of living for the sake of others. The International Peace Sports Festival is an annual global interfaith and intercultural athletic event. Young sportsmen and sportswomen from around the world attend IPSF in the spirit of cooperation and compete as representatives of their religion, culture, and nation. During the festival, athletes have opportunities to take part in cultural programs, educational workshops, and service projects. These activities contribute to the spirit of friendship and cooperation. Voices of Peace TV is an educational media network of the IIFWP. VPTV seeks to produce and distribute programming which highlights themes consistent with the IIFWP founding purpose, namely, living for the sake of others and world peace through ideal families. Recent guests of VPTV Productions include the President of the UN General Assembly, His Excellency Jean Ping, and the Pakistani Ambassador to the United States. The IIPC is a global movement pursuing lasting peace as the realization of harmony, cooperation, and co-prosperity among all the members of the human family through the application of universal moral and spiritual principles. In a word, it seeks to build a global culture of heart and a world of lasting peace.
There needs to be a strategy and methodology to address the needs and aspirations of the human heart.
The evolving Interreligious and International Peace Council initiative is something that is quite new, and we would dare say against the backdrop of traditional practices internationally, it's quite an innovative endeavor. It's not a small one either, but it's something that we consider is really critical and important at this time.
Council for Peace is a very vital thing in the peace process in this region and all over the world even.
Everybody should feel at home.
Peace councils will be instrumental to produce what we want to produce in many communities throughout the world. The peace missions will be there, run by specially selected people, ambassadors of peace.
We take on the cardinal mandate of our commission as ambassadors for peace, namely to live for the sake of others.
They would go through a training process of conflict resolution and prevention, and they would use that at local levels, from even nursery, kindergarten.
To be an ambassador for peace, it's as much recognition of the individuals who've done something good beyond themselves for the community or for their nation or for their religion or for interfaith. But it's a commission to do more, to work together with other ambassadors of peace, to realize peace. The ultimate aim is peace. It's the hope of all ages, as we say.
Qualified, really dedicated peace ambassadors spend their own resources and time to help in this process.
Being an ambassador of peace, my responsibility is to go and see both sides and talk to them and explain to them if they need any support, any help, any side of, whether it's a technical side, whether it's the education side, and we are fully trained in that respect. We can give them support, we can give them help.
Worldwide, there's 50,000 plus ambassadors for peace of the IIFWP. And as a way to engage them, as a way to include them in the work of creating peace, the peace councils will form at the local level, at the national level, at the regional, possibly sub-regional, and then at the global level also. So it's quite a large endeavor, even if it is large, even if it's challenging. It's something that we feel history calls for at this time.
The Interreligious and International Federation for World Peace. The hope of all ages is a world of peace.